Come here.
Go to middle.
Jago.
Now that's a very good boy.
That's your spot, Milo. Cover up your feet. Because they're still commenting about our feet.
They're still commenting?
Yes.
There was another comment?
Yeah.
About the feet?
Mm-hmm.
What was it?
Beautiful socks.
Oh my god, no way. No way, no way.
Are you kidding? Oh, that's a special guest. I missed you. You're so...
It's called wind.
Hi, Walter. You are so handsome.
Okay. The ice, girl. The ice. Dude, there's so many animals right now. Oh my goodness.
Nug is a wild nickname.
Nugs. I call him Nugs. Okay, anyways. Welcome back to GroupChat Podcast episode 7. Episode 7, I think.
It could be.
I think it's episode 7.
Yes. Let him know. Let him know.
He's got tea to spill.
Hi.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the GroupChat Podcast. Pretty sure this is episode 7. We were just talking about that. We did not have an episode last week because our work schedules just like never align during the week. I swear, it's like I have off like every like Wednesday, Thursday, and Hannah has off like maybe a Monday and a Friday, you know, and that's like it. And so we have to like figure out something to compromise. And then you weren't feeling well, which you're still not. So she's not drinking wine, but I am.
Crack it open, sister.
Girl, I did.
What are you drinking?
Savi B.
Oh.
A little Savi B for,
What's it
pod.
like to not be sick? Kind of forgot.
Right now I'm feeling pretty good, but I'm very tired. So,
Why are you tired? No sleep?
No sleep. None. You were fishing for that.
No,
you
I
were
wasn't.
fishing.
No, I wasn't.
You were fishing.
You can't prove that I was fishing.
Well, I think I can.
I've never fished.
That's a lie. That's a double whammy. That's a lie. 2 lies right there. But anyways, yeah, no sleep, but that's okay. So we're kind of just, we're like in a little funk. I would say we're in a funk.
Yeah, and my hair like is so dirty. Like, it doesn't feel like hair. It feels like plastic.
Yesterday at work, so I had 7 minutes to get ready for work because I had no sleep the night before too. And I woke up, I had to leave my house at 10 o'clock and I woke up at 9:40 and then was delulu and didn't know what I was supposed to be doing in order to get ready for work because I was just that tired. And so then by the time it was like 9:53, that's when I started getting ready for work. So I had 7 minutes to get ready and I did a half-ass slick back. And then when I got to work, I realized that it wasn't slick back at all. So then I had to use my eyebrow spoolie and lip gloss to slick it back in the bathroom.
That's kind of genius, though.
I've used chapstick plenty of times.
Yeah.
Like, remember that one time, those big, like, Aquaphor sticks? I think I told you that I, like, used it once.
Did it work?
Yeah.
The lip gloss?
Not as good as the chapstick.
No.
Because the chapstick is, like, way more waxy. And
True.
the lip gloss just made it...
Wet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what Kim Kardashian used in her hair at the Grammys that one time. Remember her wet outfit? Or no, that was the Met Gala, I think.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't the Grammys.
I, like, remember it, but I don't.
I feel like every celebrity's, like, doing that now. That's, like, the thing. Like, everybody's wearing, like, wet things. You seen that?
Like,
People, like, putting, like...
things?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, people putting, like, gloss on their eyelids.
I've seen that before.
And it's like, that can't be comfortable, number one. Number two, Doesn't stay.
I think it's more of just, like, an aesthetic than, like, an actual, like...
Like, wearable.
Right.
I guess. But, like, at the same... Or, like, when people would do, like, a full face of makeup, and then there was, like, that latex that they would, like, spray or, like, put all over their face, and then they were, like, supposed to look like a porcelain doll or something like that. I thought that was really fucking weird.
That is weird.
Did you ever see, like, people that did it, but they did it really bad?
No.
And they were, like, they looked hideous, but they thought that they ate. They thought they ate.
Who? Who's doing this? Like, celebrities?
No, it's just, like, it was random people that I would see, like, on TikTok. But they would go viral, and, like, their comments were off, so you knew what was going on. You know what I mean? Like, nobody was saying nice things.
Yeah.
Because they were just, like...
I love when people turn their comments off.
Me too. I think it's hilarious. Or, like, when you can clearly tell that the person in the video is being serious, but it's, like, one of those that in the first 2 seconds your jaw is to, like, the floor. Mm-hmm. And then... You see that the comments are off, because the first thing you want to do when you see a cringe video is go to the comments.
Yeah.
But when they're off, it's like, dude. There's this little girl that I follow on Instagram, and she, like, always that sounds fucked. It's not. It's not. But she thinks that she's, like, a rapper. Mm-hmm. And I feel like I've, like, shown you her, like, one of the cats sneezed downstairs. That's what happened, but... she thinks that she's a rapper, and, like, just acts like she's always, like, gonna be, like, going on tour, and, like, just got back from, like, rehearsal, and, like, it's so funny. Like, for her, it's, like, so real, but it's not. And, like, all of her songs are terrible. And then, like, there was this one TikTok, like, reel that she posted that was, like, what should my next, like, album cover be? And she had, like, all of these, and it was, like, the worst, like, little kindergartner photoshopped, like, color pop edits that you would ever see.
It's like Jojo Siwa, except Jojo Siwa actually has views.
Did you see that?
But it's still not.
What's her name? The girl that did the original Karma? Mm-hmm. Chris? No. What's her name? Do you remember? Mm-mm. Okay, well, anyway. That blonde chick that's saying it better than JoJo ever could, she, like, her career is, like, taking off now.
Good for her.
Because people, like, gave her more attention than JoJo. But I really want to, like, know, like, the tea behind all of it. Because it's, like, one of those situations where you're kind of like, okay, I understand that there's, like, a lot of songs out there that are technically covers, you know, of, like, somebody else's song. And yes, there might not be a single word that was changed, or the tune is all the same, you know, which is clearly, like, what happened with JoJo. But, like, if she just, like, bought the song from, like, the label that, like, owned the song.
Yeah.
Isn't it Britt Smith? Is that her name?
I think so.
I think that sounds right. Like, did she buy it from that label? But then wouldn't that all come back to the label?
She wrote it.
Oh, she was the original? Mm-hmm. Okay. So then how did JoJo get her hands on it? Because that's what I don't understand. Did she then sell it to the label?
I don't know, Smith. But someone pitched it to JoJo, and then JoJo, like...
loved it, she said.
Yeah, but she didn't... She, like, was pitched at, like, not 5 years ago.
Yeah,
like
it was a while ago.
And now she just did it.
And I knew that, but I think I was just, like... I don't understand why everybody's, like, coming for her.
I don't understand why anyone's coming for her either, because, like, it wasn't, like... But the only thing is that JoJo literally will go on, like, she, like, will say, like, when I wrote Karma.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't write it.
Right.
But, like, whenever she, like, slips up, I'm like, wait, why'd you say that? But, like, other than, like,
she's
that,
digging herself
like,
a hole,
she didn't do anything wrong, but...
No, she didn't.
But she does act like she wrote that song about herself.
But then it was weird, because then Britt Smith came back, and she, like, made a TikTok, and I watched, like, a little bit of it. I don't think I saw the whole thing, because I swear to God, it was, like, 5 minutes long. But she was, like, filming and saying, like, oh, thank you guys for, like, supporting me, and, like, all this stuff. Like, basically, the vibe that I got, she might not have, like, outwardly said it, but the vibe I got from her in the video was, like, basically trying to say that JoJo stole her song, and, like, thanks for giving me credit for being the original.
Well,
which was off-putting to me. She's the original,
yeah,
but...
because JoJo didn't give her any credit. So that's also
okay. That I understand. But at the same time...
But I mean,
I don't think, like, JoJo was obligated.
Though.
Yeah. She's not obligated to give you credit. It probably would have been nice, but, like, JoJo just needs to figure it out, man.
She's in her bangers era.
Dude, she thinks. Yeah, I don't know. Jojo Siwa is not somebody that I support because I find her really annoying. But, like, have you seen all, like, the videos where she will, like, show up at, like, the bars at, like, different, like, college towns?
Yeah.
And I'm like, Jojo, what are you doing in the bar? You're 20 years old.
Right.
First off. And then that one clip of her, why also, like, she's been wearing, like, it looks like she's wearing, like, diapers. Like, she's trying to be, like, Miley when she was, like, in her bangers era. Mm-hmm. But, like, Jojo has the flattest ass I've ever seen in my life. It's horrible. The close-up that she posted on her Instagram. Foul. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
For Karma?
Yeah.
It literally was like a diaper.
Her booty.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah. With the fishnets on underneath, the bedazzled fishnets. That's wild. That's where I'm going to have to draw a line at some point here. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. She needs to stop humping things. It's icky. It's gross. Can't support that. But, like, she'll be like, what was it? She's like, and admit it or not, Karma is everyone's guilty pleasure.
Guilty pleasure?
Have you seen that video?
No.
Dude, my For You page is covered with Jojo Siwa.
It's because insane. You hate watch her.
I hate watch for sure. And you know what? If she's getting bank off of that, I'll allow it, because it's like, you know, when you watch cringy things happen and it's like secondhand embarrassment to a T, but you can't look away. Mm-hmm. That's how I feel about JoJo. It's just like, I don't know. I think with marketing, there's like good marketing and bad marketing. But like sometimes the marketing that like is the most effective is controversial.
Well,
stuff,
it's because
like
she's
anything.
Trolling.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah. When she compared herself to Elton John, I shit. Prince, baby, come on. Come on. Or did you see the video of her on the Call Her Daddy podcast where she said that she had to bust a nut to get the music out on time? Mm-hmm. Like, baby, did you mean like bust ass? Like, is that what she meant to say? Like,
yeah.
You know, it has to be.
I don't know.
But she mixed up her swear words. She sounds like a 12-year-old that's trying to swear to sound cool.
She is so something.
It's insane. It drives me crazy. But I don't know. JoJo, I guess good for you. You're like blowing up, but you've always been famous. You've always had a lot of money. I don't really think that you needed to go to this extent. It makes me cringe whenever she's like, the videos of her saying, I sent out a warning, like, this is not for kids anymore. This is not for kids anymore. And then all she did was release a song that has the word bitch in it. And wear a diaper. Like, I was like, girl, what? And then, like, she just keeps, like, it was, like, the little things to try to, like, emphasize, like, that it's not for kids. Like, she was at, like, a red carpet event or something, and she was getting, like, interviewed by some guy. And then she was, like, gonna try to swear on camera. And then, like, I don't even think that there was a child there, but she, like, looked behind the guy and went, oh, I can't say this very loud. There's a kid right there, but, this whole process was shit or something like that. She like said like the most minor swear word. And I was like, girl, they're around a bunch of celebrities. If there is a child there, first off, I don't know if it's a celebrity's kid or whatever, but like, I think you're fine.
Right.
I think you're fine. She just said it because she wants to like emphasize
that she's
I'm not for kids anymore. Like, I'm not advertising
rated R.
That. She's trying to be rated R. I mean, the next thing we know, JoJo's going to be releasing a porno. A sex clip. Oh my God, that'd be crazy.
JoJo has her own podcast, right?
I think so.
But I don't think there's anybody else on it. Like,
she just talks?
I think so.
I've never watched it. Can't say I would ever want to.
I've never watched it either, but I don't think there's, like, anybody there with her.
It's embarrassing. And the whole backdrop is like a child's room.
It's her old JoJo era.
It doesn't matter.
And guess who's back?
Yeah. And I'll come right back. Come on. You can lay wherever, dude. Front and center. He's like, no, I didn't like... Now you guys made me feel uncomfortable. Now you guys made me feel uncomfortable. He's too good today. Oh my God. Dude, this is a crazy question, but I've seen this on TikTok. Who is your craziest, like, celebrity, like, hear me out? You know? You ever heard of that? Mm-hmm. Like, who would your most crazy one be? Like, somebody that's, like, not outwardly attractive, but, or, like, that nobody, like, talks about as being, like, good looking. But you're like, yeah, I'd probably tap that. Like, if given the opportunity to do so, you think that they would rizz you up real good.
Steve Harvey.
Valid. No, that's good. Thanks. Who's the guy on the $5 bill?
Andrew Jackson?
Yeah.
No.
Is that him?
No.
He's not on the $5 bill?
I think that's Abraham Lincoln, girl.
Oh, maybe it's...
Isn't he on the penny? I don't know.
Lincoln's on a penny.
I think he's on the 5.
No, I don't think it is. Dollar bill. Dude.
Suck my absolute nuts. It's Abe Lincoln. Is that 5? Who it is? That's your hear me out?
No, I'm thinking of maybe a 10. Oh, yeah. A 10. He's a 10. He's a 10 on the 10. Dude, he's a 10. I would count my money at work yesterday, and I went, why he kind of what? Alexander Hamilton.
That's not him.
That's what it says right here.
That's not.
It says it. I'm reading Google. The obverse.
Oh.
Obverse? What the fuck is...
I'm looking at the wrong bill.
Oh, it's a $10 bill. What bill are you looking at?
I looked up $10 bill, but it showed me a picture of a different bill. I see.
Why? Why would
because
it do that?
The one that I was looking at, and you were telling me why he kind of fine, I was like, oh, yeah.
Can I see what one you were looking at?
Yeah, dude. Just give me 1 second.
Can I see?
Girl, shut the fuck up.
Oh, no. That's a 20. Is that not a 20?
It is, but
he's on a 20.
I wasn't looking at... Just forget it.
Okay, well, the 10.
Okay.
Alexander Hamilton, he's a 10. Literally and figuratively. Anyway.
Wow.
What are you looking at now?
The $10 bill.
Oh, yeah.
So that's your hear me out?
Yeah, he's kind of fine.
I wonder if he actually looked like that.
Well, I hope. Sometimes I think about that. You ever see that theory that all the first ladies of the United States were actually men dressed as women?
Mm-mm.
Have you ever looked at photos of all the first ladies? And, like, genuinely kind of been like, why they look like that? Because they literally look like men wearing dresses.
I honestly thought that you were saying that they were ladies in real life. They weren't ladies in real life. Like,
well, that's a conspiracy. We don't know that for sure.
Got it.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I'm with you now.
Right.
That's funny.
Here. Look at, like, a couple of these photos, I feel like. I just want you to... Let me try and find a good pic of some of these first ladies. Okay. Dude. Exactly. Here. I think I got it. They're actually hideous. Like, do you ever think, like, when you look at portraits of, like, women from, no, I'm not shaming women. It sounds like I am, but I swear I'm not. But, old photos of women, like, paintings and stuff, it's like, well, were the artists back then just that bad? Or were the women just that ugly? Or both? We'll never know. Dude, Martha Randolph III? Oh, because that is a man. Look at the third one for sure, but then scroll through, like, zoom in and look at some of them and just be like, just pretend, like, picture them as being men, and it makes way more sense than them being women, if I'm being so real with you. But it is true. Like, I think about that sometimes. I'm like, well, why
would you call her Martha Randolph III?
Oh, I was naming, like, I didn't call her the third. It sounded like that, though. I meant, like, the third president's wife. Because I don't know who the third president was. Is his last name Randolph?
No.
Well, then why is hers that?
I don't know.
Maybe because she was a man.
Maybe she never changed her name.
I feel like you had to as a woman back then. They hated women.
No, because some of these have names of people who were not presidents.
What?
Like their last names. Not all of them.
Right. But maybe it's because
Harriet
I'm saying
Lane. It's not a president.
Because maybe it was men dressed as women. And the men were like, no, we actually respect them, so we don't have to have... They didn't want women in power. Of course they would make men dressed as women to be first ladies.
That's pretty foul. This girl looks...
It's just a conspiracy.
She's my favorite.
The one like this?
Yeah.
She kind of looks cute like that. She's like... But she was doing a little bit too much.
Oh, damn.
I'll put a photo of her in.
She's cute.
She's a cutie pie. What can we say? Oh, and then we get all the way to Hillary Clinton.
Jeez.
Do you think Jackie Kennedy was pretty?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know.
I think her eyes are way too far apart.
I don't know what she looks like.
She looks like Sid the Sloth.
Ow! You scratch it at me.
He wants to play.
I don't want to play. I'm recording a podcast.
He's like, well, why not? Dude, he was so shook when you did that. He was like, well, why? Do you ever just, if you're shopping, like, online, do you ever just, like, screenshot clothes or, like, stuff like that? Or even just buy clothes? And you're like, well, I'll probably, like, want to do something, like, similar to this or wear this when I get skinny.
Yeah.
Because I do that all the time. A lot of the things in my closet I refuse to get rid of because I haven't even worn them yet because I can't wear them until I'm, like, fit and skinny.
Well, you can wear them.
I can, but I don't feel
Want
comfortable to. Until I'm skinny. Not skinny, I don't mean that. But I mean like skinnier than I am now. Probably. I still got my winter pounds on. It was in hibernation. But it is May. No, it's not. It's April. It's almost May. Getting there. So I'm going to have to get on that pretty soon. So.
You're good.
At some point, I probably will do a little something about it. I can't say how much I'll do about it, but I'll do something. How about you? You've been working out more than me.
Stop saying that.
You have. Babe, I haven't.
Girl, I literally haven't been to the gym all week.
Same. But you've been sick, though, too. I don't go to the gym when I'm sick. Why would you do that?
I don't want to.
You shouldn't. It's not good for your health. Stay home. Heal up. Rest.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Why he acting like he's just sitting up straight? Like a good boy. He looks like he's glued to
his eyes are closed.
That's kind of adorable.
Doesn't they keep peeking back open?
Somebody give him a mic. No. Crickets.
Speak on it.
Are we doing hot takes? Okay. I'm down.
Because that's basically all we got.
It's true. Screw the little cardboard cutouts that I did.
Where are they?
In my room. I didn't finish them.
Oh.
I never even put the emojis on.
Oh, who cares?
Yeah, I don't care enough either. Okay. On to the next phase of the podcast today. We're going to talk about some of our hot takes. So we're just going to kind of rate each other's takes. Anywhere from ice cold to piping hot.
Correct. Yeah, but I also have cold takes on here.
That's good. We need a variety.
Oh, thank you.
It'll be kind of weird, like, how we rank them, though.
What do you mean?
Because I feel like our opinions could be different about
Yeah. That's very true. My first hot take is just Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift in general?
Yes.
It's a pretty lukewarm take.
No, it's not.
I don't understand.
that's just what I wrote down. Like,
well, she's wild.
Well,
I don't understand.
I just can't with her.
Me either.
Let's
talk shit on Taylor Swift for a minute.
Well, I have nothing against Taylor Swift. I just
not as a person.
No, I just think that her fans are like it's like a cult.
I don't like the fan base that she's acquired over the years. It is like a cult, and your sister's a part of it. Rio. Just kidding.
Yeah, well, she is, but now I feel like she like got the ick because of like all the.
That's how I feel like I would be if I was like obsessed with Taylor Swift. If I had been like a big fan of hers, and then everybody else kind of came in and ruined it for me, I'd be like, really, really, guys, because it is embarrassing.
Like, I saw this TikTok of this girl who was sitting outside of the Taylor Swift concert, and one of the songs started playing, and she started like ugly crying, bawling, and her friends were like, "It's okay, it's okay." Like
why?
I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know why you would be like, because it almost seemed like she was like sad,
right,
about the song playing, like, and maybe
But it's like,
I don't know.
Why were you so upset about that song? Is that?
Yes, I just don't
the take. Yeah, no, it's weird. I don't really get it.
I don't get the hype. I think she's good.
She's a good singer, but I also think that she's pretty mid.
Mid singer?
Yeah. Like, I could name a million artists that are better than her.
Singers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Rihanna.
Yeah.
Period. The end.
Period.
Shania Twain.
Oh.
You want me to keep going?
Yeah.
Alessia Cara. Let's talk about her. She's great.
I only know one of her songs, but...
Well, I don't know when the last time she put out a banger was, but I don't know
Becky
if she's...
G?
Fucking Becky G. Shower. Shower by Becky
Little
G.
Mix?
Ever heard? Dude, can we talk about Tori Kelly?
Yeah.
She's amazing. Every cover she's ever done of any song known to man is always better than the original. Always.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, wow. Why is she still so underrated? What's going on with that? Crazy. I feel like Taylor Swift would have a lot of voice cracks every now and then.
Taylor Swift, she has a lot of songs and a lot of albums. And so she has a lot of like...
I feel like she's like doing too much.
Opportunity to have a good song. Because she has such a variety of songs.
Yeah, but like also, here's another marketing tool. Like, if you have like an email list, right? And you're sending out like email marketing for like a campaign that you have going. And you have a list of 300 or say 1,000 people that you're sending this email to. And only 100 of them open it. That's terrible. Like, that's terrible percentages of how many people you just took the time sending that email to. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But then if you cut your email list out of the people that don't interact or people that don't like it, you're like the stuff that you're talking about, then it's like now you're 100 out of 100 opens and responses and interactions. You know what I mean? And so if she's going to sit here and have 1,000 songs and only 100 of them are good.
No, I'm saying like her fans like all of them though. But like, and to the average person, they're like, well, I feel like she has a lot of fans. So like, regardless, like, she's good. But the people that are like, I don't know about her, but I like this song, but I don't like the rest of them.
But I don't know. I don't think that that's her voice that's that good. I just think that maybe it's just the song itself. Like, maybe it's just like a vibey song or like, you know what I mean by that? Like, I don't really think that there's anything like special about her.
I love the TikToks that are like pretending to be a Taylor Swift song, and it's just like,
oh my god, yeah,
in the back of the car, and she don't know, but
in the back of the car,
whoa, and he don't know what she did yesterday, but if he did, shh,
yeah, for real,
don't tell,
no, because it's true.
With my red lips riding down the boulevard,
we're clipping that. With my red lips riding down the boulevard. It's amazing. Because like, I feel like that's a sentence she's saying. For sure. With my red lips running down the boulevard.
Like, I feel like in a different, like, in a Taylor Swifty way.
Okay.
If she sang Karma, like, it would sound like a Taylor Swift song.
Oh, yeah.
I was a bad girl. I did some bad things. Karma's a bitch on the boulevard.
On the boulevard.
With my red lips.
Dad.
What?
Hi.
Hi.
We're recording a podcast.
You were?
We are.
And you stopped with the dog barking, though.
Well, we'll have to cut it, yeah.
Okay. So leave you alone or what?
Well, you don't have to leave me alone, but I didn't think you were going to come up here anyways.
Gotcha.
You can, though, if you want.
I'll try to keep it down.
Well, just, yeah. Pipe down.
I won't make any weird noises.
Okay, thank you. Anyways.
Karma's a bitch.
So
and she's with you right now on the boulevard.
With you right now in my red lips. She just sings
like
some
some of her
stupid
songs,
lyrics. Well, I think the rhythm, the tune, like the beat of some of her songs is like real.
My sister
Catchy.
can name the Taylor Swift song after hearing 1 second of the song. She'll hear the first beat and she'll be like, it's this song, this album. I played the game with her.
That's fucked.
I played a whole list of Taylor Swift songs, like every single Taylor Swift song in a Spotify playlist, and I hit shuffle, and she knew every single one. So
That terrifies me, but yeah, we're not Swifties here, so don't put that on our name.
I'm not a Swiftie, no. But like, if you're a Swiftie, don't care. Good for you.
Here's a take of mine. Yeah, to each their own is true. She's not terrible, but I'm not a fan. Okay, a take of mine is that people should have to take a test at like the ages like 16, 18, and like 20 years old that will like allow them to like have kids or not.
Why do they take it at 16?
Because kids start having sex around that age. And they're probably not going to be safe about it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they either need to like have...
Test?
Yes, it's like a sex test. For sure.
Like, what would the questions be?
Like a common sense quiz.
Oh.
That like would kind of give you like the idea of like how their brain functions like under
So
like
I'm sure
pressure.
some do because they have sex ed.
What?
Sex ed?
Well, I'm talking like they would have to literally get like a reversible, what is that, a vasectomy?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what that's called? The one where you can reverse it at like, you know, if you choose that you don't want it anymore. Or something.
Yeah, the man.
Yeah, and then a female would have to have an IUD.
You can't shove IUDs at people's hoo-has, though.
But I think that we should.
I don't think that we should do that.
I think that we should. You have one.
Yes, but birth control is not good for you.
Yeah, well, okay. Maybe then have common sense and you won't have to have birth control. Do you know what I mean?
I understand.
Or fine,
where
let's
you're
figure
coming
out something
from.
else.
Right.
But they can continue to retake it. So if they fail at 16, they can take it again at 18. They fail again at 18, well, then they can try again at 20, and then we'll see how that goes.
Who's administering this test?
I don't know. The government, maybe? I don't trust our government, but maybe
That sounds like one of those, like, dystopian government movies, like...
Well, you know what? Don't put me in the government, then, because this is what we've got going. Just kidding. I mean, I wouldn't probably do that because it's like people have rights, you know? But at the same time...
100%. 100%.
At the same time, it's like there's just really a lot of people out there that should not have kids and shouldn't be allowed to have kids. And that's, I think, where there's a lot of issues coming into play. But can't really do anything about it. And
But if you could...
But if I could, this is what I'm saying, yeah. So what would you rate that take?
That's really hot.
It's
I don't think anyone would agree with you. Like, not a single person.
A piping hot take. I don't know. I've thought about that plenty of times, and I just
was a little concerned when you said that.
Why? What did you think I was going to do?
Because you said that you wanted to give girls IUDs. Which is a
literally had
traumatizing
one.
experience.
Okay, well, fine. Next one on it is. We'll just shove it in their arm. I don't know. Like, what do you want me to say?
I just think birth
Okay,
control
fine. You know what?
sucks.
Fuck it. Let's just make it the men only. Maybe by saying that we'll piss enough of them off that we don't have to have as many men viewers.
Yeah, that's true, but that would definitely be a lot easier for men. But they would never do it.
But if it was enforced and they had to, then perfect. So
in the perfect world of this scenario.
Mo for president.
2028.
Yeah, seriously, because RK Jr. all the way this year.
RFK Jr.
Yeah.
I wrote on one of my hot takes was the election. Why am I not elaborating on like what I was thinking when I said this? The election is my hot take.
Dude,
honestly, fair though.
All of yours are just like the two
like
words.
The election is a hot take.
The election's pretty crazy. I mean, I'm excited, but I hope we don't find ballots in ditches again.
Who found ballots in ditches?
That happened 4 years ago.
Who found them?
I don't know. Somebody. Someone
I thought
did.
you were saying like you found them.
No, I didn't find them.
Damn, girl.
Dude, that's tea. That would be tea.
That is tea.
I wish. That'd be crazy. The election is a pretty hot take.
This podcast
The what
is a certified RFKJ endorsement for free.
Yeah, we're not sponsored, but yeah,
simply because
it's not a paid promotion.
The other choices are just trash.
It's true. I think that Trump is a really good president, but a really terrible person. You know what I mean? So then it's like, well, if we've got that versus terrible person and terrible president, but then great person, probably going to be a great president. It's like easy win.
Yeah, I think I just can listen to him speak and not actually want to punch myself in the face.
He makes sense. Mm-hmm. And I like how he talks about things.
And I know that whoever is going to be mad about that, but I just don't care because that's why we have freedom of speech. If you want to vote for somebody,
you do.
I just don't care. Like,
it's true. It's really valid.
Like,
all right, here's my next take. This one I think that you'll agree with. At age 70, you should have to...
What's up with the ages? I just don't know. At age 45, you should take a test to see if you can retire at age 55.
No, at age 70, people should have to retake their driver's test.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one.
Thank you. I think that because it's like valid, I think I would call that a cold take. No?
I think, yeah. I mean, to me it is. But
cold take?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's... Do people have to do that? Probably not, huh?
Probably not what?
That's not like a thing.
No. Nope.
Perfect. Well, it should be. Mm. Do you have another one?
My sister's taking her driver's test in 6 days.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I have more. Baseball hats aren't for everyone. That's a hot take.
No, yeah, that's hot, but it's good. It's so true. Baseball hats just really don't fit everybody's head the way that they should. I mean, if you have a really small head...
I'm going to say you have to bleep this name. But
okay.
I'm just going to tell you who every time that they wear a hat...
Can we say it together? Because I feel like we're going to say the same person.
Yeah, every time they wear a hat, I'm like, who is that? I don't know who that is.
Oh, wait, I think I might know who you're thinking of. It's not the person I'm thinking of.
Who are you thinking of?
I'm thinking...
Oh, no, I'm not thinking of... Yeah.
Yeah. Hats aren't for him.
No.
And he wears the ones that don't like have like the snapback. It's just like connected all the way around. Do you know what I mean? Like they're just fit for your head type of thing. And it's like I hate the way that those look. Hats have to have like a snapback or something. But I also couldn't see him wearing one that does.
Some people I'm just like, take that off.
Looks really bad in hats.
I've never seen I don't think in a hat. Or not that I can like picture.
It's probably a good thing.
Apparently.
Yeah. Beanies he can do, but not like a hat.
Beanies are for more people than baseball hats.
I agree. They're easier to like pull off.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Maybe.
Here. Okay, go ahead.
This is a good one.
Okay.
Jojo Siwa is humping everything like a 1-year-old male cat that hasn't been neutered. Perhaps Hunter.
She is.
She's like literally humping everything. It's terrifying. She's humped a stage. 3 other women. Hopefully they got paid good because seriously the girl in the red suit in the music video was violated. Absolutely violated. Nothing about that's okay.
That's a cold take.
Yeah, it's cold. Because I think everybody agrees. Okay. Shoot, girlfriend.
Mozzarella sticks are never the choice.
They're never the choice. The only ones that are decent are the ones that are the wonton wrappers.
Yeah.
Around them.
But still.
But if they're like
If you look at the list of appetizers and you're like, oh, thank God they have mozzarella. We'll take the mozzarella sticks.
It's just foul.
Because one, I don't like marinara.
The amount of people that do it.
It's like just so plain. And then mozzarella sticks are just like.
I like marinara,
they're just
but
dumb. Like,
I have to be craving it.
They just kind of taste like nothing.
Would you, I mean, always a cheese curd over a mozzarella stick, for sure. So.
Yeah, because it's just like,
there's a lot more flavor.
I don't like the stick, I don't think.
No, I love me a good bite-sized thing. Mm-hmm. There's just more to go around then, too, if you get a plate of cheese curds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mozzarella sticks, it'll be like 3 or 4 total. And then you're like, oh, okay, we have 5 people here.
Yeah, right.
Let's figure it out.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy. That's really valid. I would never order mozzie sticks. The man that married the conjoined twins, did you see that?
Yeah.
He totally has like a nasty kink for something like that. And I feel like that should be studied and ultimately be illegal. Because I don't know what's going on there, but something about it is not sitting right with me. What does one do?
I don't think it should be illegal, but it's weird for sure. I can definitely agree with you on that. Because there's no way you can just feel like you're dating one of them.
At that point, it's polyamorous.
Because they're connected from the
polyamorous relationship, yes. Well, what if one of them is like, I want to do anal, and the other one's like, no. Then what? Where do they go from there?
I don't know.
Do you know what I mean, though? Mm-hmm. It's like, wow, okay. You guys got to kind of figure it out.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they don't have...
Just imagine, like, sitting there and just, like, going like this and having, like, a conversation. But they're, like, your noses are touching. And they're there wherever
their noses are touching?
Well, yeah, their heads are so close to each other. It was just an exaggeration. I was just, like, giving you, like, a...
I just didn't know what you were talking about. I was like, what are you talking about noses touching after he was talking about what you were talking about before?
Just, it's fine. Let's move on from the noses.
Okay.
But, yeah. No, I just think that that's crazy. I have so many questions for them. I think, actually, Tana and Brooke talked about them on their podcast the other day, which was crazy because I knew that I had that on my list for us to talk about. Mm-hmm. And then they were talking about
Did you see it on TikTok?
Theirs?
No.
What?
The conjoined twins.
Yes, I did. I did, like, one of those, like, swipe through things of, like, photos of them with, like, their husband. But also, like...
It's only one of their husbands,
what if,
though.
He only married one of them?
Yeah, not both.
You're kidding.
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding.
Oh my God, no.
He's married to one of them.
Oh, I can't take this.
Yeah.
I have so many questions.
He's not married to both of them.
Which one is he married to?
I don't know
their
names.
They have the same body.
Well,
what does the other one do? Put in headphones and
I think so. I think.
But they can still feel it.
Yeah. But, like, they can't help it, so. But they're not, both of them aren't married. Just one is married.
Oh my God.
To one other guy.
The plot thickens. I can't. So what happens then when the other one wants to, like, get married or start dating?
Then it's just the same. Just opposite.
Like, but then when that one wants to start having sex, then it's...
Yeah, it's...
Oh my God.
It's the same. It's just opposite, like, split.
Would you be... Okay, if you were dating a conjoined twin...
I wouldn't date a conjoined twin.
But if you were, would you feel like they were cheating on you?
No. Well, they have different, like...
Do you think?
I wouldn't think they were cheating on me, because I don't think it's really their choice.
They have different what?
Brains.
Yeah, but not a different pussy.
But that's not their fault.
So? Just marry the same man and move on.
But they're two different people, technically.
Yeah, I guess.
They're not the same person.
I guess. They're twins anyway.
What do you mean you guess?
Well, they literally have to know everything about the other one. Like, I mean, it's just and they're feeling all the same things. What do? Do they look at each other and say, hey, let's masturbate tonight?
I don't think
that would feel amazing. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're in this together, girl.
I don't think.
How do they not? What if one's like, no, I'm not in the mood for that, and the other one's like, well, I am, so fuck off.
I don't know.
2 brains, 1 vibrator.
They have different brains, different, like, organs. Like, but then they're, like, connected, like,
at the waist?
Yeah, basically. Like, everything from the waist down is the same, but everything from the waist up is separate. Like, if you tap one of them on the shoulder, the other one can't feel it. I don't think. Because they're not connected up here.
But aren't all your, like your nerves and, like, your touch and, like, all that, is that not the same? There's no way that it's only the same below the waist.
2 different hearts, 2 different
yes,
sets of lungs.
Yes, but they are ultimately connected to each other. You don't think anywhere in their body, their, like, nervous systems or, like, anything connects?
Yeah, below the waist. Because they share the same
your body
waist
is one
and legs.
full thing. Like,
if we were conjoined and someone tapped me on the shoulder, how would you feel it if we were just connected at the hip?
Because we technically...
Where would you feel it on your body?
My far right shoulder.
No.
Like, no. I would consider your right shoulder as also being my second right shoulder. Mm-mm. Personally. Mm-mm. Yeah, whatever. You don't know nothing.
No, I do.
What, so then I don't know nothing? I don't know anything?
Because I know they're connected from the waist down.
I mean, I just learned that, but they should start wearing 2 separate shirts then. What is everybody else supposed to think here?
So if they were wearing 2 separate shirts, you would think differently? Like, no, you wouldn't.
No, I mean, I just would have known that they weren't connected at the neck.
Yeah, like they're...
Imagine your neck
veins. They're, like, connected, but they're separate.
I know, but do you understand what I'm trying to say? I feel like I've been pretty understanding of, like, your opinions here. You've not acknowledged mine once.
I'm just trying to explain it to you. I didn't say that I didn't acknowledge your opinion.
You did. You said, Mo, you're wrong. They can't feel that. And I've said 100%.
Because I'm telling you a fact.
Oh, you would know? Because you've been a conjoined twin?
Because I heard about it. They had a whole TV show.
Someone needs to get them on a goddamn podcast, because seriously, you watched the entire TV show.
No, I didn't watch the entire TV show.
Exactly.
It was like
you wouldn't know.
You're such a fuck. Just move on to the next topic.
Well, I'm just saying here that I feel like there's no way. Going off of that, people with like disabilities, and I'm not talking like people that are like in a wheelchair because their legs are paralyzed, like that kind of stuff. I'm talking like serious mental disabilities. I don't think that they should be allowed to have sex with people that don't have disabilities.
I don't think they often do, but
saying.
I agree with you.
I just don't feel like that's how can you really sit there and be giving consent and understand what's going on? I don't mean to like sound like, you know, rude or like that I think that they're dumb, but I'm just saying, like, how can somebody like go out of their way and like want to have like sex with somebody that clearly has like a mental disability? And like, do you know what I mean? It's icky to me.
Yeah, I think it's icky to everyone.
Okay. Maybe not to the people that want to do it, though.
No.
Never met one of them, I'm just saying. So. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
I think that being scared of thunderstorms is really embarrassing.
Yes. 100%. 1,000%. That's embarrassing.
It is. Just like,
It's like grow up, open your window, and use it to fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Dad.
Okay, I think they moved away.
I think he went to the living room now. Perfect. My last hot take, which is not so hot of a take because it's fucking true. Mirror Lake State Park is haunted.
Oh, fuck yeah.
We should tell that story.
Okay. I have to go.
Okay. Quick pause.
Me and Rolltail, teasing apart on the boulevard. On the boulevard.
Hey, guys. Okay. Mirror Lake State Park. Here we go. We're going to talk about it. I totally forgot about this story, and I remember, like, when it first happened, we were like, can't wait to start the podcast. We can talk about it. And we're now on, like, episode 7, and we still haven't said anything. Like, not even a word about this has come up. So, a while back, I was supposed to go on a trip that got canceled. So, last second, me and Hannah were like, let's go on, like, a 3-day last-minute camping trip. It was, like, a Monday through Wednesday, I'm pretty sure, right?
Mm-hmm, something like that.
So, yeah, it was, like, a Monday through a Wednesday. And we were like looking up random state parks to camp at because those are like the cheapest.
Mm-hmm.
And we found this one called Mirror Lake State Park. It's in Wisconsin Dells area, I think, right? Like Baraboo or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were just like, fuck it, because it was all last minute. We didn't even like book like a site online because we were like, it's a Monday through Wednesday on some random ass weekend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it was weird. So we were just like, screw it, let's go. And we were just gonna pull up to like the ranger's office or whatever when we got there and like find a site and be good. And that was that.
Mm-hmm.
So we get there and there's nobody like in the office at the time when we pull up. So we were like, okay, let's just like come back in a little bit. So we'll go out, find a campsite, and then just come back and set up a little bit, and then we'll figure it out like later, you know, when we leave. Because we had plans to like go to dinner or something that night. I can't remember. And so we were like driving around and we saw a couple sites that like, you know, like the posts, like the numbers, they had like stickers, like stuff like taped on to them, that it was like a receipt or something like that. So we were like, oh, those are like the ones that are booked, you know? And so we get to the site and we set up and we have everything set up. And at this point we've got the fire going, like we're laying on our blanket, like just chilling. And there's this car that drives by on, like, the road. And they drove by really slow when they came past our site. And we were already, like, that was kind of, like, weird. And then they ended up coming back around, like, around the loop again. And then stopped in front of our, like, the entrance to our site. And there was a guy driving. They had their windows down. And the girl in the passenger seat. First off, the guy was giving us dirty looks. The girl in the passenger seat, she gets out and comes down by us and was like, hey, like, do you guys know, is there like a different site, like this number, you know what I mean? And we were like, no, not that we know of. Like, we literally just got here like an hour and a half ago, 2 hours. And she was like, because I'm pretty sure like this is our site. And she like wasn't mad about it, but like there was just like a mix up. Like there was no like receipt like on the post. So we like thought that it was open. And we had gone in then to like book the site next to us because at that point we were going to do it in the ranger station. Well, then no one was there. So we just got some signal somewhere and then booked it online, like the site that was next to us, and then found them later on and said, hey, like if you guys just want to like set up camp there, then there's no like mix-ups in the sense of like then the site that they booked was like, or like they would get in trouble, you know what I mean, like they didn't get affected by our mistake, really,
right? Because it was our fault.
It was our fault 100%,
but we already had everything set up and we were like,
listen,
do you
like,
really want us to move when the one next to us is completely open? Like,
and they all look the exact fucking same. Like, sorry, but if your boyfriend's gonna be like that, like maybe that's just not for you.
Right.
So anyways, we were
the boyfriend
like,
was pissed.
He was all pissy about everything that was happening. It was ridiculous. I was like, dude, you need to calm down. But he was just like giving us the dirty looks 24/7. And then the next morning when the ranger drove by and like came and talked to us about it, or was it like later that night?
It was the next morning.
I think so too.
Day.
So we were pretty sure that they only had that site booked for one night, because then we like went online and we're gonna like book the site next to us for like the whole weekend or something. But then we like just saw that the site that we were on was open the next night. So then we just booked it for the next night. So then by the time that the ranger came down and like said something, we like told him the whole story, but said that we had it booked, like,
because they complained about us.
They complained, yeah. So then we were like, he couldn't do anything. We had it booked. We were already there, like whatever. And then there was just like so much weird shit.
You forgot to tell what happened during the night.
During the first night?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I was just finishing up that specific part of the story.
Okay.
Anyways, so, like, then there was, like, random times that, like, in the middle of the night, we would be, like, sitting around the fire. And, you know, obviously, like, all the lights, like, right in front of you. It's pitch black out there. Like, there's no, like, street lamps or, like, anything like that. And so you can't really, like, see beyond, like, the fire, you know? And there was just, like, always, like, weird noises, like, coming from, like, the bathrooms. Like, you heard, like, some people, like, arguing or whatever by the bathrooms, and, like, car doors, like, slamming. And it was just, like, really eerie, because, like, there was literally, like, nobody else in this park. Like,
yeah.
I swear to God, it was just really sus. And then, like, the guy that, like, came in, like, and went to the site, like, right across the road, he, like, would walk up to us and, like, be, like, asking us to, like, turn our music down. But it was really creepy, because we, like, never even, like, saw his face, because we couldn't see him, because the fire was, like, right there, and then he was, like, behind the fire. And it was just, like, the creepiest, like, little vibe. And then the first night, what happened, this is, like, I'm gonna let Hannah tell this part of the story, because, like, I wasn't the one that witnessed the whole thing.
No.
But yeah. I will say one thing. We
took an edible. A Delta edible, legal edible. But yeah, we were high.
Anyway. And so, you know, I was like, okay, I got the munchies, so, like, I'm going to grab my family-sized box of Cheez-Its. And I went and I brought it into the tent, and I was going to munch on them before bed. Did not end up doing that, and I fell asleep. Now tell the story.
Because we were really baked.
Mm-hmm. But you fell asleep, like, I think before I did. And I thought that I would eat the Cheez-Its, and I never did. But anyway, tell your part of the story.
Well, we were sleeping in the tent, and then I, like, woke up because I heard a bunch of people talking about the bathrooms, and then I was just, like, awake, and then I heard people walking all over our campsite, like, touching our shit. Like, I heard people, like, footsteps, like, right outside of our tent, and I was so scared that I just was, like, frozen, and I was just sitting in the tent, like, frozen. I don't remember, like, I don't know, like, what time of night this even was, but, like, then I was just trying to go back to sleep and, like, ignore it, because I thought that they were just, like, messing around, and they would just, like, leave. But then I was, like, Mo was, like, next to the door of the tent, and I was on the other side. So I was facing, like, the wall of the tent, not the door. But somebody unzipped our tent and was, like, digging around in the tent. But I was too scared to do anything, so I was just frozen.
Dude, my high ass was fucking knocked out. I flatlined.
But, like, I, like, know that this happened because I remember, like, I wasn't dreaming. I know I was awake. But then the next morning, like, when I told her about it, she was like, that's so silly. And then I was like,
I didn't believe it. And then, like, because, I mean, that's just such a crazy, like, story to hear. Because I think, like, from my end, I'm always, like how I was, like, sleeping by the door. I'm always, like, that friend with Hannah. I'll be like, okay, like, if we're walking past, like, a sus group of people on the street, like, I'm always going to have her on the opposite side of me, like, you know, opposite of them. You know what I mean? Like, because you just never know. You just never know what's going to happen. And I'm, like, paranoid like that. And so I always would sleep by the door for, like, this exact reason. And then she's telling me this happened, and I'm like, there's no fucking way. Like, I was like, are you kidding? Like, that's crazy, especially because I didn't wake up. I'm usually a light sleeper, but the edibles, you know, like, they got me. Mm-hmm. And I still didn't believe her until later that evening, and I was like, man, I really want those Cheez-Its. And I walked back into the tent. I knew exactly where I left the Cheez-Its. Small tent. The bed took up the entire tent, okay? The Cheez-Its are gone. The Cheez-Its are literally gone. It was wild. I like think that if I have my iPad in the tent too, like if we were like watching like a movie, but I would always slide it like underneath the air mattress. So between like the bottom of the tent and the air mattress. So like you couldn't see it if you opened the tent. Mm-hmm. But the box of Cheez-Its, family size, unopened. They were out to play. I mean, anybody could have seen those and just snatched them up. But I'm like, what the fuck? So that's when I believed you. And then like later that night, we never ended up staying the second night, spoiler, because it was like 10 o'clock at night. And we were once again, we were high. And we were sitting around the fire, and kind of like I said, like how when we're sitting by the fire, you can't see past the fire because all the light is just right in your eyes and everything else is pitch black. There was a tree on the opposite side of where we were sitting of the fire that we set all of the firewood by that we had just bought. We bought 4 bundles of firewood. I get up to go add more wood to the fire. There is no wood left. Mm-hmm. None. There's not a single piece of wood over there. Mm-mm. In that moment, I looked at Hannah. I told her,
like probably 6 feet away.
Yeah, and we literally packed up everything, our entire campsite, in 5 minutes, and we're on the road. And we had said to each other, like, nothing's ever felt more right. Like, had we not like left, we would have died. We would have literally gotten murdered. And then, long story short, we ended up doing a little bit of research on Mirror Lake State Park, and there was, like, some chick that got murdered there or whatever. I don't remember when, in the 90s or something. And there's bodies in the lake.
A bus
flew off the bridge or something like that. Mm-hmm. And we literally did kayak right underneath that bridge.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Creepy.
And there was like nobody there. It
was like a ghost town. It was really fucking weird. I think that anybody that ever enters Mirror Lake State Park never leaves.
Yeah, it's like a loop that they like want you to stay forever and ever. Like some creepy horror movie.
Like nobody.
Like it's literally the perfect plot of a horror movie.
No one in there, I think, was,
I need
real.
someone to make it a horror movie so that I can feel validated about my experience.
How about us? How about we do it? Let's do it. Anyway, that's what happened.
Are you going to be in the movie?
I would star in it. I'm a really bad actor, though. I can't lie to save my life.
I think we could do it if we really tried.
Okay, let's do it then. I think if we're in it together, it'd be good. But anyways, that's it for today's episode. We're done. We're going to wrap it up. But thanks for tuning in. Sorry there was no episode last week, and Hannah's still in recovery. So
be patient with me.
Be patient with her. She's a little bit tired.
Don't say anything about it.
Yeah, anyways. So we'll see you guys next week. Love you.